James Twin for the untouchable True School Sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I'm coming to you guys straight out of bed with it on the way to the gym. Get my Saturday started off bright and early, on the right foot. So real quickly, I just want to come on here and run through this Bruce Carrington fight because this was the main point of interest for me watching last night's card on Top Rank. Shu Shu Carrington's a fighter that's gotten a lot of hype, and I like Shu Shu Carrington. I want to see him do well. I think he's good for boxing. I think his heart's in the right place. I think he is a fun fighter to watch. But last night, let's be real. Last night, if we're really looking at the resume of Bruce Carrington, last night going in, Sulaiman Segawa was the first top test in his career. He wasn't a smaller fighter coming up in weight. He wasn't a overmatched opponent. This is a strong, sturdy, very crafty, experienced veteran fighter of the sport. A guy that's upset his fair share of opponents, and a fighter that was coming off of a big upset victory against Ruben Villa, who was a highly regarded contender, in his last fight. So with that being said, if Shu Shu wanted to really start building towards not just a world title fight, but an in-a-way fight like he's been talking about, he needed to come out in this fight and make a statement. And that's not what we got. And again, I like Shu Shu. He's a lovely person. I don't wish bad on him. I want him to do well in boxing. But truth be told, and I'm just gonna keep it a spade with you, I think the judges got the scores right. I had the scores right. I had it 97-93, but I had a 97-93 going the other way for Sulaiman Segawa, not 97-93 for Bruce Carrington. And I'm gonna tell you why I thought Bruce Carrington lost this fight. Because really and truthfully, Bruce Carrington, I think a lot of holes in this game got really exposed in this fight. He showed an inability to come forward. He doesn't feel comfortable coming forward. He wasn't really, able to break Segawa's rhythm with the feints. And I don't think it was for lack of effort, because there was one instance in the latter part of the fight where Bruce literally tried to throw a triple feint. Segawa wasn't biting on none of it. I saw Shu Shu in the early rounds, particularly looking and waiting on one big shot. And while he's looking and waiting on one big shot, Sulaiman's putting the numbers together. He's putting 3, 4, 5 punches together. 2, 3, 4, 5 punches together. I don't think Shu Shu won more than 3 rounds, honestly. And luckily for him, I think Top Rank has a lot of money invested in him, and I think they got a lot of plans for him. And that's why I think he got the decision. I don't think he legitimately beat Sulaiman Segawa. Segawa, and I've said this many times, I'll say it again. I always say that African fighters always got to do probably more than anybody in boxing to win these kind of fights. And this is a great example. I think Segawa didn't do himself any favors in that last round where he didn't really try to win or do the best he could in that last round. But my thing is, people are gonna use him not fighting hard in the last round to justify him not getting the decision. But 2 of the judges had a 97-93 for Shu Shu Carrington, so he could have got a 10-8. He could have got a knockdown in the last round. He still would have lost by a point. So my thing is, it was as they say on Twitter. One guy always says on Twitter, it was a Top Rank special. He wasn't going to win this fight unless he nailed Shu Shu to the canvas, which it's not surprising to me. But anybody who watched that fight knows that Bruce Carrington did not win that fight, and they know that now he needs a lot of work. So in terms of him fighting Naya Inoue, he's not ready for that. It would be a great event for boxing in America, but he's not ready for that kind of fight. And I think his lack of adjustments in this fight was very alarming. And forget Naya Inoue, is Shu Shu Carrington really and truthfully, is he ready for a world title? I'll be honest with you, after what I saw last night, probably not. He needs to go fight like a Carlos Castro or a Ruben Villa, or maybe somebody else in the top 5 of the WBA. And I'll tell you like this, the top 5 of the WBA rankings is not no picnic. I mean, you got Stephen Fulton, you got Mirko Cuello, who's really good, that people don't know about, but a very good fighter. He beat Segawa a lot easier than Shu Shu did. There was no questions when Mirko Cuello beat Segawa. But you got him. You got Otabek Komatov. There's all kinds of fights out there that Shu Shu can go make. But I think they need to pump the brakes on a world title shot. I think we all need to pump the brakes on him fighting Inoue because, again, you know, he's following Segawa around the ring. He's not cutting the ring off on Segawa. He doesn't look comfortable coming forward on Segawa. He didn't really show the ability to effectively fight on the inside against Segawa. The lack of adjustments, in my humble opinion, were shockingly alarming from Bruce Carrington. So I'm not shocked that he had a hard fight. I'm not shocked that, you know, it was the kind of fight where you could say he lost. Segawa is a good fighter. I've known about Segawa for like 4 years. Segawa fought Jamil Ortiz at 135 and gave him hell. You know, Segawa has upset Elijah Pierce. He's upset Misael Lopez. He's upset Ruben Villa. He's given a lot of guys hell. And I just knew that in this fight, if Shu Shu wasn't able to break his rhythm and maybe up his punch output a bit more, he was going to have some problems. And he had a lot more than problems. Most people, I would say from what I've seen, reaction-wise, I can't really find anybody. I've been trying to find one person who thinks Shu Shu won that fight. So if you're one of those people that think Shu Shu beat Sulaiman Segawa, please let me know why you think that in the comments, because I can't figure out for the life of me how he won that fight. So, you know, it's no slight on him. I like him, but I can't just tell a lie because I like someone. You know, I can't tell a lie or be dishonest with the viewers of True School Sports just because I like a fighter. You know, he didn't win. He has a lot to work on, and I think he should go fight like a Carlos Castro or somebody else in the top 5 of the rankings. And we'll see. Maybe this is that fight for him. A lot of fighters in history have had bad nights at the office. A lot of fighters have had, you know, these fights where, you know, you could say they didn't win or they didn't look good, but, you know, this winds up becoming a big education for them and a big building block towards them becoming a champion. So depending on how Shu Shu uses this and goes back to the gym and works on these things, we will see what he develops into. But right now, I don't even think he's ready for a world title. I'll be honest with you. I don't think he's ready for a world title. So step him down a bit more. Maybe have him fight someone that's coming off of a loss that has a name like a Carlos Castro, like a Ruben Villa. And then we'll see how he does in that fight. And then if he can win that fight and look good doing it, then you let him get a world title shot. But right now, and he ain't looking so hot. And that's my take on the fight. So credit to Segawa. Segawa, I think, has earned himself a lot more opportunities. Sulaiman Segawa really and truthfully has fought the best competition of anybody in the division this year, because his 2024, Sulaiman Segawa has fought, he fought Mirko Cuello, he fought Ruben Villa, he fought Bruce Carrington. There's nobody at featherweight fighting more top guys than Sulaiman Segawa. So if anybody, I'll tell you this, if anybody deserves a step down in comp, it's Sulaiman Segawa. Let him fight Carlos Castro, or let him fight, you know, somebody else that's a bit more beatable, you know, because he's not going to beat the house guy unless he absolutely conclusively wins these rounds and wins the fight. So I'm going to leave it at that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What did you make of Bruce Carrington against Sulaiman Segawa? Do you guys think Bruce won? Do you think Sulaiman won? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canterfield, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.